On your right hand side now is actually the Lost World of Tambun, where Mr. Wong explained to you the upcoming 32 acres of mixed development is actually situated in the open car park now on your right hand side.
Just reached Lost World of Tambun, Sunway City Ipoh, and it's very amazing that you actually build on existing turfs, because people always perceive developments as everything you just everything you just take out everything and rebuild whatever you want to build and sell, right? It's a little bit different with Sunway because you just check that mountain out. Okay, it's existing, so and with that profile they still acquire the land instead of using the topography as a weakness or a reason to spend more money, right? They actually leverage it as a selling point. So they build their usual signature move, which is like theme parks, then you have education, then you have the slowly you only comes with the residential and things like that. So that is how they actually layer and build the entire township all together. I think the entire objective of this media fam tour, it's to launch this Sunway Onsen Suites. Apparently it's you need a design where hot spring, because in Sunway City Tambun there's hot spring, they are actually flowing it into the development and every unit can enjoy hot spring. So what's up guys, Mr. Wong, the Senior General Manager of Sunway City Ipoh, actually just finished his presentation. So now it's the photography session going on right now. Not a huge fan of that, but you will only appreciate, right, if you have the context of this development.
On your right hand side now is actually the Lost World of Tambun, where Mr. Wong explained to you the upcoming 32 acres of mixed development is actually situated in the open car park now on your right hand side. That is the actual site for Sunway Onsen Suites, the 252 units of service suites that we are going to launch it in the first quarter of this year. Yeah.
So we are now in the Banjaran. So why is it so exciting, right? Because here, I think the cheapest room is 1,500 a night. The most expensive one is actually, for this car, the most expensive one is 8,000 a night. 8,000. Okay guys, so this is that amazing background shot that every poster of them using. It's in between different mountains and therefore there's also hot spring that actually immerse out. Very exciting. Okay, so this is the source where you can actually identify bubbles out of pool. That's the heat that is actually coming out from the ground, thermal heat. And as if it's not hot enough, like you see I'm like sweating like shit already. You can see that this is actually the steam bath. So the dramaticness actually comes from the lights, right? And you can see things like this. It's the natural tectonic movement, whatever, limestone, right? Forms this entire profile. That's why you see even the camera is fogging up because of the steam. One very interesting observation, I'm not sure whether you can see me, but whatever here, it's not only like static but it's ever changing, so that makes the entire conservation exercise and the building exercise way more complicated than it looks lah. So if you can see like this color, it's ever changing, so it's in accordance to weather, in accordance to temperature, and the natural state lah. So everyone's very amazed right now, and me too.
When he entered the cave, he immediately thought that it could be turned into a wine bar or a wine cave. And because, aside from being the chairman of Sunway, he's an avid collector of wines as well. So he actually, the first thing he did, he built his own wine cellar underneath here. You know, you will see that there is a natural hole. It's a natural little cave within the cave. We didn't drill.
Look at the details of all this. Right, it's really like a work of art, but the artist is nature, right? So the Sunway group actually did their very best to actually not only preserve but actually present this art form in the best way humanly possible that they can enjoy. I'm actually running out of words really. So I think that concludes the tour for the Banjaran. And the most amazing thing is like when Mr. Wong was talking about like this is a playground for Tan Sri Jeffrey Cha, you know. When you reach to this kind of thing, this kind of natural wall, there's no straight lines, how to build and how to. So he actually empowers the management here. He actually empowers the team here to actually build up his playground. That is very inspiring. Okay, now we are actually registering for dinner, but you notice that there's still a lot of people actually coming in because of the surrounding of this theme park. It's actually surrounded by nature, so there's no such thing as disturbance to the community. Therefore, they can actually operate until 11. That is a very huge advantage. So meaning longer operating hours, meaning more time for business.
Alright. Thank you. Thanks.
There's a lot of half-naked people walking around because of the hot spring. So it's actually available for the public, and most of the people actually do come in for the hot spring, especially public. So there's like annual passes and things like that where if you stay next to Tambun, I would definitely come every day. So tag for dinner and let's.
In 3, 2, 1.
Every year we must give a new attraction, so that it's always give people reason to come back all the time. And we may not be the most extreme park because our focus always on family.
I think that's all for tonight. It's been a long day, very long day. So check out for tomorrow's clip. I think this is the best way. You cannot get any more better venue than a private lake to actually shoot the ending. After this entire tour, right, it gives me way more reason to actually respect this man from Perak itself. How he builds businesses is based on what he is passionate about. So in one of his meetings, he's mentioned before that his inspiration to build a theme park is actually he likes to listen to children's laughter. That's why he drives the entire township from a theme park, Sunway Lagoon. Then you have the projects, you have the communities then coming in. And you see the formula for township is all very similar. The similarity between Sunway City Ipoh, Sunway Iskandar and Sunway Resort City, right, in KL, their sites are all really challenging. If you look at the Sunway KL, it's a huge valley, a tin mining wasteland, then they turn it into a wonderland. So if you're looking from a pure business perspective, buying a flat land and just develop and sell everything would be way easier than what he is doing. So it's quite obvious that he's no longer doing things like this for money. These are masterpieces. Like, you can shout proudly. You can look by the staff when they talk about Tan Sri Jeffrey Chia, right? It's like, wow, admire. It's just a simple guy from Pusing, really in love with the environment and nature. That's why you just get a house like this as a second home in the middle of a lake, in the middle of the backbone of Perak. What else could you ask for, right? So I think that's all for this episode. If you really like this video, like it, share it, and even subscribe. Thank you, Sunway, for actually inviting me over for this tour. It's my first media tour. Anyway, see you guys soon. Ciao.